Hello, fabulous friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Scarlett, and today we are going to tackle some thrift flips and DIYs. If you are a thrifter, you know all too well this would be so great if only the sleeves were different, the length was different, the buttons were different. And yeah, it's fantastic to see the potential in things and save them from landfill. But the project pile can become a project mountain. Yeah, mine is in a steamer trunk. The thing is full. To my shame, to my eternal shame, the thing is full. So I have been working my way through it. I've been trying to use this absolutely horrible winter. I live in Canada, I live in Toronto. We have had such a gross winter. It has been a whole thing. And for me, January and February tend to be my hibernation months regardless. I stay in, I save money, I work on projects, I get this stuff done so that I don't have to do this stuff in the spring and summer when I want to be out and about and doing things. So it's a win-win for me, and hopefully it'll be a win for you, because I hope you'll enjoy this video as I walk you through some of the things that I have thrift flipped or DIY. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to start off with a project that I actually tackled last winter, but I have since refined. This started out as a full-length evening gown. I picked it up thrifting in London and absolutely loved it, but I knew there was no way I was ever going to wear it as an evening gown. But I thought, well, I can cut it in half. I can have the skirt as just a fabulous maxi skirt, and I can have the top as like a little bolero jacket. So this was the skirt. Stunning, beautiful, this lovely midnight blue with the pleats. It's just divine. I feel so goddessy when I wear it. But I wasn't happy with the bolero jacket. It didn't sit right. I was having trouble with the pleats at the bottom where I'd cut it. Probably should have thought that through a little bit more before I got the scissors out, but never mind. Anyway, I thought about it, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it, because the thing that I really loved about it were the sleeves. It had the most incredible balloon sleeves in that pleated fabric, and one day it just came to me. What if I took the sleeves and just put them on something else? I looked around and I suddenly realized, do I not have a long-sleeved t-shirt in exactly that color of blue? Do I? Don't I? I did. So I cut the sleeves off the long sleeve t-shirt and I sewed these sleeves onto it. I kind of Frankensteined this into this amazing top. Look at how good this is. I absolutely adore it. I've worn it several times, gotten many compliments, and people are always astonished that it's a Frankenstein top. So yeah, I just wanted to start off strong and share that project with you because it was a really, really good one. And since that one turned out so well, I decided I would see if there were any other things that had great sleeves but weren't that great otherwise that I could also Frankenstein into a top. And I found a dress that I didn't like much about the dress, but I really liked the sleeves. So I used this same template for this project. It didn't turn out quite as beautifully as the other one, but I mean, the other one really was just amazing material. But I still quite like this. Instead of just like a plain long sleeve t-shirt, it now has these fun butterfly poofy sleeves that just kind of take a basic outfit and make it a little bit more exciting. It almost looks like this is a blouse with a sweater vest over it, which works out great. It's just a nice combo. This is one that you've seen in a previous video. It was my best finds of last year video, and I had already cut it at that point. So just to remind you of what it looks like, it's this incredible skirt. I mean, it has a whole like fishtail train, but it also has a loop to bustle it up. But I don't think I showed you what it started off with originally. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. I wore it to a black and white themed holiday party, and yeah, it was a big hit. And basically the same thing for this one. You saw it in the best finds video, but you didn't see how the project started out. So let me just show you. And as you can see, it just turned out perfectly. And as I watched that footage back, I still have the material from the top half. It's a really big poofy sleeve on that one side, and it does make me think, could I turn that into a hat or something? A floppy beret kind of thing. I now have to go and look and see if that's going to be a possibility as soon as I'm done filming. Dang it, more ideas. I don't have enough time for all of these projects. So from turning dresses into skirts, now we go the other direction, turning dresses into tops. So this one I actually did last winter. I filmed it, but I didn't actually show you the finished result. So this is how it started. Here is how the top turned out. I still haven't tackled the skirt. I don't actually know where it is. It is somewhere in the pile, and we'll get to that maybe the next time I do one of these DIY thrift flip videos. But for today, we'll just go with the top. This was another thrift find that I really liked. It was a dress, but just, you know, not going to wear it as a dress. I adored these witchy sleeves, so obviously I wanted to be able to have a bit more versatility and wear it as a top. So very simple to do, really. A cutting board and a cutting wheel and a metal ruler. And it really is just the work of seconds to slice across these things. However, if you're going to be doing this, make sure you try it on first and you mark it long enough. If you want it really cropped, no problem. But if you want something that's long enough to tuck in, make sure you measure it on yourself and then mark it. I usually just put a safety pin in at the point where I want to cut and then cut. And if it's a little bit too long, then that's fine. I can cut a little bit more off it, but I have, ask me how I know, because I have in the past kind of eyeballed it and thought, oh, I'll just cut it here. And then it's been way too cropped. So yeah. Measure twice, cut once, as they say. It's not just for lumber, it's also for clothes. And the final dress into top conversion was this one. This actually was not a thrift find. This I bought at a retail discount place. It's like Calvin Klein, and it was actually quite a nice dress, a decent length on me. And I kept it because, you know, we all need an LBD in our lives. And I did use it in that regard, but just not enough. So yeah, off it went to the cutting table to become a top. And I've worn this a few times with jeans, and it's been a big hit, so I'm really glad I made the change with this one. I also have a couple of projects to show you that are, well, they've made it out of the mending trunk, and so they are next on the chopping block. So I thought I would just show you the befores, because I will get to these eventually, and no doubt they will appear in another video down the road. I actually thought, well, maybe I'll just cut them today and I'll include it in the video. I don't have time. So for now, I'm just going to show you the befores, and you'll just have to stick around for the next DIY thrift flip video so that you can see the finished result. So this is another dress. I mean, most places would call this a tunic, because Zara calls it a dress. And this was a thrift find that I picked up because I love this square shoulder padded, you know, giant armhole. It's so slutty Space Queen on Star Trek that I had to, obviously. But I'm not going to wear it like this. So off to the chopping block it goes, probably about here. And then this piece is long enough that I could probably wear it as a tube top underneath something else, just for like a little hint of sparkle. Another little tip for you. Think about what you can do with your offcuts. And this last one is another kind of hoochie dress that is going to become a very elegant and tasteful and much more wearable pencil skirt. I have had this on the chopping block for a while. I just have not gotten around to it. So it's really good that I'm making this video to just remind myself I need to get on with these things. I also did some jewelry DIYs. These were both individual pendant necklaces, and I kind of got the idea that I would like these to be more of a lariat and have them both on the same necklace. So that's what I did. I sort of put aside the one chain, took this pendant off it, and attached it to the other chain. So I can wear it like this, tied like this, or I can wear them down the back. I just thought it would make it a lot more versatile and, yeah, kind of dramatic. So, yeah, pretty happy with that one. I also made a couple of rings from, kind of salvage, if you will. This was a vintage earring and lost the other one. So I decided I would turn this into a ring. So I got out some ring bases and my hot glue gun And yeah, we're off to the races with that one. I think it turned out really well. I also had this vintage button and the loop on the back had broken off. So I just filed that down a little bit and then also hot glued this one. However, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at this point, and when I glued it, so it really should be a little bit straighter than that central stone, but what are you gonna do? It looks fine if you don't look too closely, and I'm quite sure at some point I will break it off the base and I'll have to re-glue it anyway, so totally fine. And the final project that I did in this space of time was a day timer that I found at the dollar store. And I'm quite analog when it comes to, you know, my calendar. I like to have one that I can carry around with me and write stuff and scribble notes and all that sort of thing. I don't love an electronic calendar. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I'm quite particular. I always want somewhere I can, you know, put my pen, and I like a loop that goes around to hold the pages closed, and I like it to have calendar tabs, all that sort of thing. Anyway, I found one at the dollar store that was more or less perfect, but it was kind of not my taste. So I got this idea into my head to do a DIY upcycle on this thing. And yeah, here's what happened. So I just sanded the whole thing down very lightly and then just painted all the edges in silver. It took a couple of coats, but that wasn't really any big deal because there wasn't a whole lot of painting involved. And then I got a bunch of mirror tiles, also from the dollar store, and I bedazzled this thing to within an inch of its life. So it is a shiny little masterpiece. Of course, mirror tiles make the thing more heavy, and the last thing I need is making my bag more heavy. But it's so fabulous that I just, you know, I'm putting up with it.